The theory of imagined community is developed by Benedict in his book Imagined Communities, Reflection on the Origin and Spread of Nationalism, published in 1983. He introduced the definition of an imagined community as an imagined political body. Ones will never see or hear about every individual in their country, yet they belong to one another with a shared national identity. Anderson also demonstrates this idea through human history. Despite the existing inequality and discrimination within the nation, it is still perceived as one comradeship, in which for the last 2 centuries, millions of people were willing to kill or to sacrifice themselves for their imagined nation. There are 2 key factors for Anderson's theoretical construction of an imagined community: inherent limitation and sovereign. A nation is limited by its borders. No nation or state in the world shares the same geographical location or a political boundary. Borders separate nations from each other on the world map. Correspondent with the map, people within each boundaries or share the same national identity. National identity can be thought as an identification for the population belong to that nation. Therefore, the conceptualization of imagined community is formed. Anderson said that the concept was introduced at a time where enlightenment and revolution is weakening the legitimacy of a religious hierarchy. A community is believed to be formed based on their religion. However, it was a stage of human history where religious pluralism and nationalism coexisted. As a result, in today's world, religions are shared beliefs around the world. Therefore, the nation is imagined as sovereign as it is a symbol for freedom from the orthodox religious structure. Communication technologies had a crucial role in the spread of nationalism. Mass printing and capitalism in Europe allows books and newspapers to be distributed across the country. It creates geographically distributed reading publics, a shared sense of time, and homogenization of common languages. The whole nation would interact with the same controversies at the same time frame, constructing a sense of belonging between individuals within the country. Radio and broadcasting took the responsibilities in the following years. The country permanent broadcaster published a limited number of channels and programs to the public, engaging them to interact with the same stories, movies, and music. This created a shared set of cultural experience. It emphasized the time symmetry elements in the form of calendar or everyday schedule, bringing audience together at a regular time interval. For example, news, national holiday ceremonies, or sport games. News media reminds audience about their national identity in terms of international competition, immigration, and politics. Yet there are more subtle expressions such as including country names on new headlines or the use of we, our, us. These pronouns can refer to anyone, but all audience would understand it as referring to their own nation and citizen. In conclusion, different formats of media has been contributing to nationalism, creating a sense of shared social, political, and cultural experience. It's had a pivotal role of reinforcing the idea of imagined community, providing the sense of belongings among citizens within the nation, even without seeing or hearing about them.